Hey guys, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. So I'm just getting into stage one of my prep for winter here on the Tyee Spit and Campbell River. Starting to get a little coolish, but we're still getting fairly okay weather, maybe up 40s, 50s Fahrenheit during the day, and not yet going below freezing, but that'll change soon as we get to the end of November. So I'm going to be getting my skirting on soon. Went to the storage room and picked it up. It's in this big bag, all in there. I also have a cover for my air conditioner, that helps too. But today's job is to get the water and waste set up. So I've just set up my sewer hose. Most of it is going to run under the slide, so most of it's going to be in the skirting. And what I do is I just wait till the tanks are near full and then just do a dump and just swooshes through and then close them so I don't get any freeze ups. But I've installed my water hose. I have a heated water hose from Camco, and it works pretty good. You'll see it can just hook up in here, plug in right there, attaches to the water. But I ran into a problem. I guess I wound it up too tight, and the hosing material they had inside was quite stiff, and it ended up putting a hole right in the center. So when I plugged it into the water, turned it on, I was getting all kinds of water spilling out of both sides of this hose. So what I had to do is cut it open, slice it open, and I got myself a new internal hose, you can see in there. And then this black piece in there is the electrical element that runs the length of the hose. Now that's automatic, so it plugs in, but it will vary in wattage as needed. And so if it doesn't need much heat, it doesn't use any wattage. And as it gets colder and colder, it'll get more and more warmed up. So because I've cut that covering, I'm just putting on some pipe insulated foam that people put on their water pipes in the home, and then just zip tied in place. It'll probably work better than the covering itself. This is our water hookups here. They've already put insulation on it. It's quite low to the ground, and then have an insulated box for it. So I have a Blue Tech water regulator on it, because the water pressure here is 100 to 110 psi, because they run it straight into the irrigation sprinkler system. So I put that in just so we don't have super high water pressure in the rig, and set it around 55. I actually let my neighbors my old one, because they're kind of inexperienced, so they didn't really realize the pressure, so they were happy to get that on there too. Let me share this spigot. And the sewer hose comes down and into here. The skirting will come straight down from the slide, and I've got a slot from previous year cut out, so I can just have it poke out of the slide at the very end. And I've used my flow down system. It's kind of a ABS piping half shell, and then there's adjuster rods so you can get a nice straight shot flowing right down to the sewer hole at the back. Okay, there we go. Got the box. The RV park here makes these nice boxes that are insulated with foil. And my heated hose will help keep that top warm too, so it has less chance of freezing up. Zip tied all that foam in place. Give you a look at what the power draw is on that. So it started out, let's see, 1.6 amps it's drawing. So it started out at about 500 watts when I first plugged it in. It's come down to about 180 something. So not too bad. With this little machine, I'll be able to figure out how much kilowatts it uses a day. But shouldn't be too much, especially once it reaches temperature. It's kind of nice too, it kind of heats the water so you get a little bit of warm water going through your lines. There's also a hose over here. You can see this plastic hose dripping. So that's my dehumidifier inside. And we run it 24/7 and you can see drip, drip, drip. That's all water that would have remained inside the rig. Well, next I'll put this air conditioner cover on. Hopefully it'll fit. I bought it for a Coleman mock and I have a Fury on, but I think it's a universal cover. See, it's kind of a plastic outside. It's got a nice felt on the inside. So we'll go up and put that on, give you a look around the view from up there. There we go. Not really the same shape as my Coleman, so I added a bit of a strapping around because we're going to get some pretty brutal winds up here, whipping up as high as around 50 or 60 miles an hour. Comes from that way up Georgia Strait, whips up here. Hopefully this rig just moved in, a nice big square rig, makes a nice wind block. Hope they stay. But you can see there's some buildings down there that kind of break it up too. The wind comes right up the Discovery Passage over here. It's nice to be able to go out there. There's a nice park out there for a walk up the spit. Just give you a look at the estuary here. High tide right now, so it's kind of like a lake, but it does go down around 12 feet lower than that. Exposes some mud flats. Right now there's a bunch of geese and ducks over there. We see herons and eagles, all kinds of little critters. So it's kind of interesting place to winter and kind of watch the wildlife. I got a weather station here, keep tabs on the wind. And there's our Starlink there I have set up. So that's about it for up on the roof. We get some solar up here. Usually get maybe 100 to 300 watts, just depending on what it's like. Right now it's pretty cloudy. I think I'm bringing in about 150 watts. In the sun I might get up to 350, but sun angle is very low this time of year, so. But I can utilize that power sometimes for things. And I got my Werner ladder, keep it handy right there. So if we get some snowfall, I'll be able to get up there and clear it off my roof, especially the slide roof there. Don't want to wait till it gets too heavy and starts to get a lot of water moisture. That's the thing on the coast, it doesn't stay dry. Once it falls, it tends to warm up a few days later and you got really heavy snow on your roof. Okay, well that's good for today. I'll break up this video into several smaller chunks, kind of a series on how we prep the RV for winter here on the coast. In the next one we'll get this Easy Snap skirting on, laid down there. Also show you some of the prep we do inside the rig. And the skirting will go all the way around the base there, but I have more to build a little shed here, so I got to get some 2x2, make a little frame, and then get the skirting on the front there. So stay tuned. Till next time, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. Sun's coming up, so we better get out there for a walk. Cheers, guys.